Alright, hello and welcome back to another session of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I don't know why I said full name because... Never mind, welcome back. So last session... What happened last session? We were investigating, correct? I believe. Is my controller working, question mark? Alright, it's not even plugged in. Hold on. Okay, so last session... What happened? It might stop as well, maybe. But, is it? Alright, there we go. Yeah, so last session, we were investigating, right? We just continued off because we finished the trial. But I stopped there. I stopped after the trial. And then we did some investigations. We met up with Maria Gory, the daughter of Connie Sheath. You know, we asked her some questions, right, about the autopsy, and it turns out she doesn't really have a time on when the body did die. What? the time of death, I guess. And what was it? I think the big part was that Mel Strong had asked her, or I guess ordered her, to not say anything or don't put anything, and that he died at the presumed time. Well, he said he died 5 o'clock, whatever the day was, but he died a day after, right? But Goy didn't do anything. She didn't put anything on. It was it? I forgot the word. But after that, what else? We met up with, what's his name? I'm finding his name. Hold on. Vigil, Mr. Vigil, yeah, and went back to the boss, right? I forgot what his name. Caden? Yeah, that's his name. And he was like, I think he was, I don't even remember what we did there. What was like the big thing there? There was something big. It was, I don't remember. Screw it. But anyways, we left off. We got attacked, right, by Gina. Not Gina, Toby. Gina's hellhound, I guess. Gina's owner, I guess. Gina's owner? I mean, Toby's owner? I'm so confused right now. It feels like that I'm high or something, but I'm not. But we were back at the crime scene, right? And then we saw this trunk, and it belonged to Inspector Gregson. Gina was keeping it in safe hands, and apparently she claimed it was hers at one point. But yeah, and then after that, she said about something about, yeah, we got one of it, a book, a diary that he carried. But she couldn't, you know, grab a hold of it, but she did see a few names. One of the names was Assassin, who was AKA Jezebel Brett. You know, and oh yeah, and that we're assuming by Rock's statement, we met up with Barack. He was like, that Inspector Gregson was a part of the Reaper, you know, all the organization, you know, doing these hits on Lord Van Zeke's, I guess, what do you say? The fucking it's not even victims. It's the opposition. I don't know. But anywho, we're at, so we got attacked, right, by Toby, and because we let him sniff the red wig, and I don't know, something about the trunk, I don't know, and we checked the trunk, and in that trunk there was a ticket. Was it a ticket to Paris, I believe, which was the day before the incident, right? Day before we found the incident, right? And we got knocked out, and then we went back to Shlom's place, and then we went downstairs to Shlom's, and we saw Iris, and she's not like saying anything, and we see, you know, Susanna's dad, Mikatoba, on the fucking couch, or was it the fainting chair? And what's it actually called? I forgot what it's called. Fainting chair? let me actually see what it's actually called. But we're gonna do a deduction, basically, because we don't know what the fuck just happened. Fainting chair. It's called a fainting couch. Yeah. That is a fainting couch, right? It is a fainting couch. Well, he is fainted, Mikotoba. Yeah, logic and reasoning spectacular. Yeah, so we came down. Iris isn't saying a word. She disappeared right after altercation interaction with Maria back at the forensic. Was it Lowgate Cemetery? Man, I don't know. I've lost all my. Was it the forensics area? Right? It's a forensics place. But I don't know why Iris isn't talking. We see some of the tea set. It's like a bit broken, and yeah, AKA, and also Mikotoba on the fainting chair. Alright, let's get our ass in here. Okay, he's not German. Yeah, we did hear a German. Yeah, this German song he sings. I'm pretty sure it's being played. Played on the gramophone. Cyrus is clearly known to you. Indeed, we only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel a particular part of this mystery. She has something in her mouth, question mark? Yeah, she actually had... It looks like she has something in her mouth. Shlomes, he's not speaking. He's not... Who exactly is the gentleman availing himself? So silly on the settee. There's Mikotoba, I don't know. Engaged in my services. He also arrived at my office in a mask. Did he? What the hell? The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund von Ormstein. The King of Germany. King of Germany? What the hell? If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Is it... Whose mask was this? Oh, it's Casimir's, right? No. It's Casimir's mask, right? When he was in his amnesic state. Okay, you're all wrong, Schlubs. We should be like skipping this part, right? Nah, it's the King of Germany. His son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition. Schlubs, you are far off wrong. Or far off from right. Far from wrong? Far... God damn it. I swear I didn't take drugs before I took this stream. It really does feel like I got like intoxicated. Just kind of really, yeah, kind of. I just don't remember much about last session. Knapsack. Did Iris always wear a bag? That I never knew, but it would explain why. She could bring up like her gadgets and stuff. She's holding something in her mouth. We only need follow the brief involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. You attempted to abscond with that coffee cup. Favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say, the handle of my favorite coffee cup. It appears that his high-spirited highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. It leads us to the sad truth. My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany. And Iris, you tried to conceal it from me. She'll have a bill sent via governmental channels to the royal family for its replacement. Looks so defeated. Hide the coffee cup. Well. This concludes Herr Lockschlim's great deduction of this painful puzzle. Is this coffee gone? It looks like it. If that's his handle, yeah. Why do we have to hear this? With your silence as well. The fellow's jovial warbling rather rings in the ears, does it not? Mr. Shlomes? I must say, something does rather trouble me. Pray, Mr. Sado, do tell. Royal Highness? I'm pretty sure that's... doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we arrived. Unless this is... It might not be Mikotoba, actually. Mr. Shlomes has it all right. Is it Mikotoba? Should we find out? Let's see the clothes. I can't really see the tie, which probably was a big feature. But the suit color looks the same. Yeah, one other thing, Mr. Shlomes. Well, I actually read the story of that case recently, the one you were describing. According to that, at least, it wasn't the king of Germany, it was the king of Bohemia. Bohemia? 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 Mr. Gott, the prince, testified that to the card. In his words, I have come to see the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia. Is it Bohemia? I don't feel like that's right. I'll hit the autoplay. Bohemia? Must be Bohemia, right? Bohemia. That looks like it. Westmosten of largest historical region of Czech Republic. Get in there. Yeah, it is in... Is it in the Czech? Yes, yeah. Kingdom of Bohemia? Alright, we're going in. Let me click myself in here. Alright, firstly, see the gentleman's nationality. That is not him singing, for Christ's sakes. That is a man who is dead on the couch. Yeah, now I noticed that Iris is in... Did Iris always... I don't recall. Did Iris always look like that? In her other costume? I'm pretty sure when she goes outside it's different, right? Is this just like default Iris, right? Don't really recall. Alright, his lips aren't moving either, yep. So I'm not sure what's actually responsible for the spiritual singing. In Iris's gaze, is it? What are you looking at? What's this, bro? Take that! The gramophone. I was correct, there is a gramophone. The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling. It is irritating. This gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, it would appear that the fellow is unconscious. Please stop the song. Ah, the music seems to have stopped now. Thank Christ. I asked you, Mr. Naohado. Why would have I purchased a recording of that gibberish? What should I know? Yeah, well, never mind, and on with the deduction. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? Is it called a settee? Or a CT? I'm guessing the settee is a fading chair, right? Is that correct? I'm pretty sure it was, right? Ah, just hit my eyes like, what are you on about? What you on about? Mr. Gotts? Could do, well, probably. Anyway, Point is, that mask doesn't belong to any king. Okay, identify the true owner of the mask. Belonged to Kazuma, right?
Take that!
Oh, so there can only be no question. It could be no question. Kazuma Mask has been languishing on this mail chest for several days. But that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now. Gentleman is unconscious. We need only excuse ourselves in advance. Gently lift the mask and peer beneath it. I don't believe it. Ah. Father. Yeah. I'm afraid, Mrs. Zato, you must be mistaken. No, I think not, Mr. Schloss. It would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth. This mysterious visitor... Oh, damn. It's my unconscious father, Eugene Mikotoba. Logic and reasoning? Just looking and saying. There we go, solved. But why is Iris not talking? Is she just pounding? It looks like there's something in her mouth. I'm guessing it might be a pound. Young Iris. But your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. Wrong, Shlomes. This £5 note poking outside of Iris' backpack. Or knapsack. Okay, we're sure most money that we encounter is in coin film. No. I'm not sure if I've seen any banknotes here in Britain and all, have we? It's pretty expensive, isn't it? Yeah. So he seems like the silent type himself, though, judging by his present state. Might be some other reason for Iris' silence, I suppose. Are we gonna look at her? What is Iris looking at? How should I know? Persian slipper? I don't think it's that. I don't see anything. I only got the Persian slipper. Metal chest? Might be. It contains important documents, doesn't it? Yes, details of all the cases Mr. Shlomes has worked over the years. Written up by Isis' father. I do remember, yeah, I do remember calling or something like that. What he said, I do remember correctly, if I'm remembering correctly. Well, its contents are invaluable to her, I suppose. And entirely irreplaceable, but look at it now. Catch. It's unlocked for once. Does it say catch? Am I reading this right? We're going crazy. Catch. Very. I've never seen that chest unlocked before. In all my time, we've been staying here at Baker Street. I'm guessing that's my answer.
Take that!
Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that metal chest. An excellent observation, for upon closer inspection. There's something different about the chest's experience. Appearance. Man, I am not good at reading. Today's not my day to read. I merely need to open the chest. Oh. He's gonna open it himself. Here we go. Ellie, don't. Oh. Mr. Schloss. Mr. Schloss. Early. Knocked down. Oh, what happened? He's dead. Never. Oh, Hurley, I told you not to open it. Ah, so you found your voice now, Iris. Ah. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here. Yes. The real reason for your silence until now is... Wait, what? What is it? Yeah, it is different to the usual dance you perform with Mr. Shrubs. He's dead. Well, he's left me alone on the ballroom floor, so I'm gonna have to dance this part solo. And anyways, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so we don't actually know the answer yet, despite that knowing point of finger. Or point of the finger. For Mrs. Addo, sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later. Oh, well, if you say so. I think we better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation then. We got some cool little stuff. Oh, the key. Is it this key, Iris? Alright, let me get this key. I think that's the only thing we got.
Take that!
There we go. Wasn't that long, wasn't it, this deduction? Yes, the real reason for your silence till now is that key behind your back. And Mr. Sholmes was thrown into the air before. Just before you called out to try to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. That something is the key now in your hands, no doubt. The key to the chest. Oh, so she did put it in her mouth. So, you're so clever, you Uno. So now it becomes clear. That's pretty... That's so weird. Putting a key in your mouth. And that doesn't look like any small ass key as well. That ain't some... that ain't the door key. It's like a key to a damn... treasure chest. What about the stylish scarf and the cup of tea? And above all, why would you be wearing Kazuma-sama's mask? Well, I could explain. Yeah, I'm guessing it all happened on the box, right? An unbelievable miracle took place. Isn't that right, Iris? Yep. Considering how the room was arranged before this whole painful experience took place. When Professor Mikadoba opened the chest, completely unaware of what awaited him inside. The mask was flinging in the air, just as he was, only to land neatly on his face when it fell back down. Yep, this went into wire, the teacups. You don't mean to say that the stylish scarf is actually just a tablecloth. Laced as well. Have I said this before? Laced stuff. Like, you know, put laced for your windows. It actually works pretty well. Wouldn't expect that any less, or whatever he said. Yes, you're right. It happened exactly as you said. Why though? Brilliant, Runo. Thus concludes Vinosuke's Naohado's great deduction of this punchy puzzle. Oh. So then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for all of us?
Objection!
An admirable performance, Mr. Naohado. Well, he's away. In the final act of the show there, you rather miss everything of importance. Mr. Schloss, will you cast your mind back to my earlier deduction? Iris, clearly, you are hiding a great secret. Cheers. And look on her face. Mrs. Sholmes must be right. Whatever the great secret is, the cat isn't out the bag yet. I guess she wants to know her father, I guess. Where he is. You attempted to abscond with that coffee cup. It is a shame about Mr. Sholmes' cup. I'm surprised this guy is awake after that punch. Great secret, something else. On the ceiling. It might be actually on the ceiling. Nope, it is not on the ceiling. Is it on the ceiling? I don't think so. What? The coffee cup? Oh! What is this? Some case files. Actually, let me explore this room a bit more. See some bullet holes. So this is what the hall... Actually, we never look at the other side of this room. Now that I think about it. So there's like a bookshelf. Two desks, I guess you could say here. Yeah, not bad area, isn't it? Alright, let's look at the case file here.
Take that!
You attempt to abscond with this case file. Iris, as you know very well, nothing escapes the attention of a great detective. Oh, yeah, earlier today, Dr. Gory informed us that the autopsy report of Clint Van Zieks had gone missing. Clint Van Zieks? Yes. Do you seem to recall, do you? Some years ago, I asked to see the report in question. You were with me, weren't you, Iris? You mean it? It was you, Iris? Iris? Iris. Avoiding the puddle, huh? I'm sorry. Forgive her? I wonder why, though. To hide the case files. What, the one that stole today? Is that it? Oh, we didn't. I won't mention it. It's alright, Iris. Stealing is alright. Seeing very secret files. I would like to have a thought I could have predict the booby trap chest. It caught me completely off guard. I was very nearly the late consulting detective Sherlock Holmes. I'm sorry, Ellie. So you mean this autopsy report really is... Was it Clint's? Yes. I took it from the lab, even though I knew it was very important. Was there something in it that troubled you, Iris? Not exactly something that troubled me. Something I've been looking for. When I saw this report, when I saw the writing in it, I knew it was Daddy's. The writing. Mr. Dr. H. Wilson. I'm pretty sure her father is the one that got shot by Jezebel. Forgive me for interrupting, my dear fellows. Mr. Soames, what is this? I feel as though the poor unconscious gentleman on the settee has been somewhat forgotten. Ah, father. Perhaps we should find our guest somewhere more peaceful to rest. Is now Hodo? You be so kind as to lend him your bed? We must do our very best to make him comfortable, I feel. Oh yes, of course. I'll help you carry him up. No, I can manage alone, thank you. You have tea to enjoy. You won't want Iris brew to stew. Alright, bring him up. Because there's no better way to make the professor comfortable than drag him upstairs like a trunk. Perhaps that was deliberate. Maybe Mr. Slums is making himself scarce to give Iris the chance to talk more freely. Really? Really. Find out what's going on. Oh, damn. Cesaro? Alright. Oh, never mind. He just did it himself. Okay. Would you like to tell us about it, Iris? About your father? I'm sure I told you before, didn't I? That Daddy used to be Hurley's partner. Yes, and that notes about all the cases they've solved together. I kept inside that metal chest. That's right. Hurley told me, you see. He said that Daddy's somewhere far away now, so we can't meet. That's one way of describing it. Yeah, he's up there. He's up there somewhere. Then when I secretly unlocked the chest and read through the papers inside, I started to build a picture in my head of what Daddy must be like. Well, it's only natural. Just like any other girl of your age. I read that Daddy was a professor of medical science, so I studied and took my degree too. Well, that's only natural, I suppose. In that respect, you're not quite like any other girl of your age, though. But there was one thing that I could never find out. Daddy's name. Ah. His name wasn't anywhere on the notes that he made about his work with Hurley. Ah. So it might not be Dr. H. Wilson. But then one day, that's what happened, isn't it? When you saw this autopsy report, you finally managed to work it out. Is that right? Yeah, so it was the handwriting in the report that caught her eye. Man. Yeah, we've got new music here as well. When I saw the writing on the report, I could hardly believe it. I know that handwriting. I thought to myself. Because it was the same as the writing you've seen on your father's case notes. Exactly. I was desperate to compare the two properly. I needed to see them side by side. I asked the doctor in the laboratory, but I was told I couldn't take the report away. And even worse, I was told that... I was told that was the first and last time we'll be allowed to look in there. Alright, look at it in there. So you decided to steal it after our other trip, I assume. When I compared the autopsy report with the case notes I had here, there was no doubt. The handwriting was exactly the same. It was Daddy's. And the signature of the coroner at the bottom of the autopsy report read, Dr. John H. Wilson. That's how I finally found out. I learned Daddy's name, alas. Wait, I don't remember. When did she steal this? Did she steal this, like, years ago? That's when I had a brilliant idea of writing stories all about Daddy's exciting times with Hurley. Alright, yeah, here we go. I decided there and then that I'd write the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Make sense? Oh, Iris. I had no idea the stories had quite such a deep personal significance for you. You can see why the autopsy report was so important to her now. Damn, so she actually kept this hidden. For a while. Probably like 2 years. I must apologize, Iris. This is really all my fault. Really? I made a promise, you see. That until the time was right, I keep the details about your father a secret. I know, I've been very naughty. I'll take the autopsy report back to Gory and apologize, I promise. Yes, we'll go together, I think. Then, let me look after it for you until we get there. Let me look quick. Give me that. Give me that. Can't go to the case. Alright. Call records. Van 33. 31st of May between 9 p.m. Death with a single stab wound to the hand. Other superficial external wounds indicative of a duel. Recent scarlet ink stains visible on the little and ring fingers of the right hand. No document in corresponding ink was found. Vital evidence recovered from the victim's stomach. Ooh. During autopsy, credit to Inspector Gregson for petitioning so doggedly for the autopsy procedure. No internal trauma noted anywhere in the body. Right, I must go and water my herbs, I think. I'll see you all later. Oh, Iris. You must be feeling awful. I know Mr. Sholmes is here for her. But still. Ah. What? Ow, what's the meaning of this, Mr. Sholmes? Mr. Sholmes? Oh, dear me, so. You've noticed, I see. But that would mean. What on earth the matter, Mr. Sato? And as white as a sheet. Is this autopsy report, Miss Naruto? The one from 10 years ago. The writing isn't Dr. Wilson at all. Is it on? Let me look. John H. Wilson. Well, do I have anything else to compare? What do you mean? How could you possibly know that? Because I know this writing very well. This writing is my father's. What? Professor Mikitoba's? Indeed, it's true. And now you know. My dear fellows. No, I don't know anything. What on earth does this all mean, Mr. Sholmes? Wait, does that mean... The idea that's slowly forming in my mind. Does that mean that Sholmes' partner was Mikitoba? That's a bit wild, ain't it? This is too extraordinary to believe. That means, Iris. That means, Iris is Mikitoba's daughter. So, this autopsy report was actually penned by Professor Mikitoba then. I don't think that's the case. That makes no sense. It's not possible, surely. Not possible, my dear fellow. Oh, can I actually see the, Oh, well, no, never mind. That's wonderful handwriting. Yeah, we can't see on there. Yes, you're right, in some ways. Actually makes a great deal of sense. It does? 10 years ago is when my father returned to Japan after his extended study tour in Britain. And prior to his return, where was Dr. Mikitoba engaged? Of course, he was the assistant in Dr. Wilson's laboratory learning about forensic science. And as an assistant, he would have aided with the dissection work, making detailed notes, which would be assembled into the full autopsy report. Once the work was complete, the head coroner would check the contents and put his signature on the document. In other words, the only handwriting of Dr. Wilson in the report would be his signature at the end. I see. So Iris got the wrong end of the stick, you mean? He saw that and assumed the whole report had been written by Dr. John H. Wilson. It's very understandable, of course. What a complicated situation. Wait. The head coroner would put his contents and put his signature on the document. Ah, alright, I see. It's signed by Dr. John H. Wilson, though Professor Mikitoba actually penned the report. Yeah, but that means his partner is Mikitoba, right? But so still, Iris Dad is the one who got shot. Yes, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, written by Iris. I mean, we really have no way of knowing what's fact and what's fiction. It was troubling for you, my dear fellow, I'm sure. So what about this supposed part of yours? Did he really exist or not? Ah, you've come straight to the point, I see. Could truly call a friend. And did this partner of yours truly make a record? Are his notes really stored inside that metal chest? Absolutely, my dear madame. Absolutely. But where's your partner now? We rarely meet. You see, he lives on the other side of the world. Can't believe it. Actually is Mikitoba. If this autopsy report and the records of all your old cases were penned by the same hand, and if the autopsy report was written, though not signed, by your famous partner, there would be only one logical conclusion. Yeah. Very impressed me. Your partner would have to be Yuji Mikitoba. In other words, Mrs. Ada's father. On my word, Mr. Naohado. You're coming along wonderfully. You've hit upon the method at last. You finally grasp the art of deduction. You mean to say, congratulations. Allow me to introduce you. Oh, he's up. He's awake to my great friend and partner, Mikitoba. Professor Mikitoba. Does that mean... Wait, how old is Victor? Isn't he like in his 30s or 40s? 43? 34? Damn. How... That's a 9-year difference. Okay. Does that mean that you're the real Dr. Wilson? Oh, no, my dear. I'm still my old self. Yushi Mikitoba, your father. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No, Wilson is, he's dead. Iris's father's probably dead. I must say, though, how my old friend has attained worldwide celebrity as a great mystery solver is the greatest mystery of all. Yeah, I still remember the first time we met. When was it again? 16 years ago, Shlum. So, alright, let's just count back. 16 years ago. That means... Wow. Shlums was 18. And Mikito was 27. Ah, yes, quite. 16 years ago. Yeah, just arrived in Japan. Some comfortable rooms at a reasonable price. But rents are devilishly high in that particular area. That's right. So I decided I needed someone to share lodgings and the expense. I was fortunate to be introduced to Shlomes, who found himself in a similar situation. I was a callow fellow back then, a mere shadow of a great detective you see before now. I was working at the hospital's chemical laboratory at the time, indulging my curiosities for a little gain. And the situation of our cohabitation led us to pursuing cases together, you see. Hard to believe. It was a mere 6 years. We had a great many adventures. In the last year of Mikotoba's stay in Britain, that most infamous of case presented himself. Professor, right. That means 33 and 20... 22? 23. 33 and 24, I mean. Yeah. There you have it. And as you know, all the details recorded by my I don't know why, trustee Chronicle. I was going to say trustworthy for some reason, remain in that mail chest. It's just amazing. Professor Mikotoba really is Mr. Sloane's famous partner. Father, goodness, my dear. What a cutting look. As a daughter, I'm very proud to learn that you are a great detective's great partner. But nevertheless, there's another mystery that I really must ask you to explain now. And that is... know what it is. The unresolved matter of Iris's father. Ah, of course. I almost forgot about that one. I should have seen this coming, I suppose. Oh, is he alive? Is he dead? Is she an orphan? Iris told us that all the notes about the great detective's adventures that are in that metal chest were written by her father. Isn't that correct, Mr. Schultz? You have a young sister, Cesaro. That is indeed what I told young Iris. If you're Mr. Sloane's partner, father, and you wrote all those case notes, then Iris's father must be you. Pardon my word, Mrs. Ado. You are coming along wonderfully as well. You too have hit upon the method at last. Was she finally grasped the art of deduction? What? I don't think that's true. What you've always told me, father, is that my mother died when I was born 16 years ago, and you left me in my grandmother's care whilst you embarked on your study tour in Britain. I've always accepted that, but all this about Iris. Oh, there it is. Cesar-san's ice cold stare. No. Now, hold on a minute. It was very complicated. I mean, it's really not what you think. If I ask you, I'd like to explain exactly what it is. There it is. Now the eyes go from the ice cold to red hot just before she... No, really, you've got the wrong end of the stick. Sloan, say something, man. That's quite enough, my fiery fellows. Mr. Soames, you get all dressed up. Whilst I don't like to interrupt this exciting exploration of the past, Victoben and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion. Now, how about her father? How about Iris's father? Is he dead? Is he Wilson? Oh, what's going on? Is she an orphan? Is it Mikotoba's illegitimate child? Sholmes. I really must give Susanoo a full explanation, I think. Later, my dear fellow, later. I'll carry your waist downstairs already. Let's go, Mikotoba. You haven't changed one, Yoda. Yoda? Yota? I mean, really. I visit our home after 10 long years, and when I opened that chest in a fit of nostalgia, I quite inexplicably passed out. As if it wasn't enough when I eventually regained consciousness. I'm putting straight into all of this. Father, please. Go with Mr. Sholmes now. What? I've no doubt that whatever happened, you were acting in everyone's best interest. I trust you completely. Zato. And sending the great detective and his great partner off on renewed adventures together is more than I could hope for in my wildest dreams. Very well then. We'll speak again later. So, I believe your own work is done for the day. I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow. Yes, Naoto. Good luck in battle. And in reaching a decision. Alright, but whether to go back to Japan, I suppose.
So much happened that day that I barely knew what to do with myself. It would only be later that I'd come to realize how amidst the chaos I'd unleashed were all the clues I needed to finally unearth the truth. And that all the turmoil was necessary to give me the resolve to see everything through.
I guess that's it, right? What a good time to end the part. And that's the end of... Wait, the episode?